Hello, I wanted to show you guys the adding and subtracting integers rules in action and how we can rewrite any addition and subtraction problem with integers in a more simpler way that might help you guys solve these quicker. When you add a positive, we see that increases the number. It's when you add something, if you add a positive, we're moving to the right, we're increasing. This also happens when you subtract a negative, it increases. So this is the same as adding. When we add a negative or subtract a positive, that decreases or subtracts that number. So really what this is saying is, I'm going to rewrite all of these. This is saying, what's 3 plus 4? Since adding a negative is subtracting, this is saying, what's 3 minus 4? Subtracting a positive is regular subtraction. Positive 3 minus positive 4, what's 3 minus 4? And when you subtract a negative, it's taking away the opposite of 4, so you're adding 4. So this is how we can rewrite all of these integer questions in a simpler way by replacing those, it looks like double signs, with what that action is actually doing. So now we can see that 3 plus 4 increases by 4. It moves to the right. 3 minus negative 4 in this situation does the same thing. It's saying 3 plus 4. So these all will equal 7. Or both of these situations will be 7. The other two, adding a negative or subtracting a positive, will do the opposite. They will subtract by 4. So starting at 3, they will subtract 4. When you subtract, you move to the left. When you add, you move to the right. So that is how you can use these patterns that we see and what they end up doing to help you solve more difficult problems without using the counters. So if this question were to say -2 minus -7, since we see this subtract a negative, and that was one of our cases up here, and we know that that moves to the right, that subtracting a negative increases, that's saying -2 plus 7. So start at -2, and since we're adding, move to the right by 7. Oh, too far. And it ends up at 5 by adding 7 to -2. All right. Practice with some of these. Make sure that you know these rules, that adding a positive and subtracting a negative do the same thing, and subtracting a positive or adding a negative do the same thing. All right. I'll see you in class.